Have you ever driven by a hotel and thought, what if I could own one of those? That would be really interesting. If you didn't know, a lot of hotel brands are actually franchises. So how accessible are they? How much do these hotel franchises cost to get up and open? Is this really a realistic path for you? What's the financial opportunity? How much can you make? And can you survive with a company like Airbnb, who has completely disrupted the hospitality industry? But with 3,000 locations worldwide, is Hampton worth the squeeze? That's exactly what we're going to answer in today's video. If you're new here, my name is Tarek Johnson. I am the CEO and founder of Franchise Empire, where we have helped hundreds of people just like you find, vet, and launch proven money-making franchises. All right, so before we dive into the numbers, let's talk a little bit about Hampton. All right, so the hotel chain was founded by the Holiday Corporation in 1984 as Hampton Inn, a budget hotel. And the hotel chain was the first of the mid-price hotels to offer a free continental breakfast. They were also the first to introduce a 100% satisfaction guarantee. And then in 1999, Hampton Inn was bought by Hilton. One of the things that most people don't know is that there's been a lot of consolidation in the hotel space. So Marriott, as an example, like they own the Ritz-Carlton, right? Most people don't know that Marriott, well, I guess now you do, right? Because if you book it, it asks you to put in your rewards. You got to book it on Marriott Hotel. But a lot of these hotel brands, they operate separate brands underneath their umbrella. Now, in terms of locations open, Hampton has 3,000 open hotel units across the world. And wouldn't it have been nice to be the person who had started Hampton, or to one day start a business, right? Build it up and then be able to sell it to a bigger company for a ton of money. So let's play a little bit of the game here. Can you guess how much Hilton bought Hampton for? Drop the number in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on how much Hilton bought Hampton for back in 1999. Right before Y2K, we all know that the world was going to end. All technology was going to cease working, right? For those of you who are old enough to remember that. Yeah, and computers were going to take over the world. And actually, it's starting to happen. This AI stuff's getting kind of creepy. But anyways, let's dive into the startup cost for one of these bad boys. Because I've always thought, like, they built a building, guys. They built a hotel. How much do those things cost? Well, the initial investment is between $15 million to $22 million to get up and open. That's for an 89-room footprint, and for the 113 room footprint, you're looking at between $17.7 million to $25.9 million to get up and open. So guys, if you got a cool 15-20 million just sitting around, laying around, then you can go ahead and open a Hampton. If you don't have 15 million just sitting around and you're thinking, I want to get the benefit of potentially owning a franchise, being an owner, whatever it is, well, I have a gift for you. I made something called my 5 low-cost franchises that all make $1 million. You can get it for free, has a 17-page PDF, along with a video that breaks it down. What are the name of the brands? How much money do they make? What are their startup costs? You can go in the description or the comments below to get it for free. It is my gift to you. Okay, so in terms of royalties, there is a 6% royalty of gross room revenue that is paid monthly. They also have a marketing fee that they call a monthly program fee, and that's 4% as well. Not 4% as well, it's 4% in addition to the 6%. In terms of earnings, well, this is a big letdown, guys. I'm sorry. They do not disclose any earnings. In their FDD, that's where we get this information to make these videos. We go in the franchise disclosure document, we look at their item 19, and then we just report the information. So for those of you who are like, well, sales don't matter, it's all about profits. I get it, but if they disclose profits, we would cover profits, ladies and gentlemen. They disclose sales, so that's what we're just reporting the information. Okay? Relax. Unfortunately, they don't disclose anything. So I think we could easily cross this off as probably a big no. They're not reporting sales and it costs $20 million to get open. Well, seems like you should just go to Vegas instead. So now, in terms of the trivia, if you guessed that Hilton bought Hampton for $3.7 billion dollars, and you guessed right. Congratulations. I'm gonna fly you out to nowhere. So you're thinking, well, this was entertaining to watch, but buying a Hampton franchise is completely unrealistic and not feasible. But in this playlist of videos, we break down all the other franchises on the Entrepreneur 500 list. So some of the biggest names that you ever heard of, we cover exactly that: startup costs, earnings, history, all that good jazz. So go check that out and watch it. Make sure to like the video and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you on the previous one.